The reason we host community groups is because we need each other. When we found the Lord, we received all we needed for godly living. But when we found community, we found the courage to live it out. Our campuses, our cities, they're so blessed to be able to do life with awesome people like you. I want to encourage you in your journey. When things don't make sense, it's so important for us to find things that do, and community groups make sense. If you've listened or had an opportunity to listen to our message from Sunday, Pastor Andy challenged the church to make sure that we were guarding against spiritual apathy and distractions. He also shared with us a new phrase. He's asking us to move away from the phrase social distancing and moving into a phrase of physical distancing. And he's right. Physical distancing is important to slow the spread of COVID-19, but we need to be more socially connected than ever through our community groups, by use of technology, by opening our home, by making sure that our heart stays open. I read something this morning. Hopefully you're participating still in the Unite 714, but I read something this morning that I want to remind you of because it's what I blessed our community groups and our community group leaders with. It says Psalm 133 likens the unity of the people to the dew of Mount Hermon. Even as the dew from this mountain enriches the climate of Israel, may your people, may our community group leaders remember to enrich the spiritual, social, and relational climate of their cities and nation. As we choose to pray, serve, love, and proclaim your word, make us the answer for a world permeated by fear, despair, and anger. If you are permeated by fear, despair, and anger, please reach out to me. We have a team that wants to minister to you. Remember that people around you may be permeated by fear, despair, and anger. And as a community group leader, by opening our home and creating a pathway to the gospel and to the abundant life that Jesus talks about in John 10, we are making things normal for people. We are being the hope. The mobilized church is the hope of the world, and that starts with our community group leaders. We have 2 weeks left in our 6-week semester, and we'll start again in the middle of September. So let's finish strong, church. Tell me some stories about what's happening in your life and in the life of your group. Tell me how I can resource you and how I can pray for you. Community group leaders at Desperation Church are enriching the spiritual, social, and relational climate of our cities and our nation if we're continuing to lead. So let's do our part, church. Lean in. Let's not grow weary of doing great things. Let's keep the pathway open to the local church through online services or through house church or through being at a church in person. The mask is just literally an affection of love. It's just displaying how we love the person in front of us. And it's just for a short time. So let's lead, church. Let's love. Let's inspire others to reconnect socially with each other and with the Lord. And as always, every morning I'm praying for you. Every morning. Don't forget that. And if there's something specific I can do for you or your family, don't be an island. Reach out. There's no sense in doing life alone. I love you, and I'll see you soon.